spelled it.
Tammy, Tammy Lopez, Lopez.
All right.
Okay, Tammy, tell me the process of your discovery of calling.
Yeah, I think can we do that? Are you will they hear that question?
No, right.
Okay, so I needed to know. Okay. I think the process of my discovering what God's calling on my life was and is, because it really is a process, is just really Him being so faithful to call me to something that fit my gifts and abilities, and just recognizing that the passion that I had for that just continued to fuel. But it really wasn't until 2 or 3 years ago that I really began to discover, really through different personality profile testing and such, that this is who I am, this is who God created me to be. And for me specifically, I found out I was a director profile, and what that all entailed really helped me understand, wow, this is why I enjoy, for instance, I direct Camp All-American. This is why I enjoy solving problems and leading folks and being a part of making a difference, and why I don't enjoy some things. And it gave me peace about really who I was, what I enjoy, what I don't enjoy, and that has been such an amazing process. And once I began to learn that, I really began to look into it further, and really found out, wow, this is where I am supposed to be. And secondly, I think just the fact that I'm a woman in church ministry, in leadership, and really for a while struggling with that, and saying, God, why am I not the one who just wants to serve? Or why am I not the one who wants to be led all the time? And why do I have gifts and abilities that are leadership abilities? And He just really, really used all of this process to help me to feel very comfortable with where I am, and to understand more about why He's gifted me to do what He's called me to do.
How has this affected your life, your family life, professional, emotional, spiritual?
Yeah, this discovery has affected my life in huge ways. I think I go about my work with a lot more peace, a lot more comfort, and confidence in knowing what that He's the one that's given me all I need to accomplish what He's called me to accomplish. But it's also given me a passion to really work with specifically young ladies, but young people in general, just to help them understand what has God created them to do. What are the gifts and abilities that He's given them, uniquely given them, for what He's called them to. And it's also helped me as a mom to really encourage my 17-year-old daughter to think along the lines of not just what college do you want to go to, but what kind of gifts and abilities do you have, and what do you think He might be calling you to, and helping her think through those next decisions in a bigger, broader way.
What are some of the barriers that you've had to face? Emotional, cultural?
Can I clarify that regarding?
Just your discovering of calling. Like, have you encountered any resistance along the way, or hurdles that you've had to overcome to get to where you are now?
Let me think about that a second. I think that there are a lot of hurdles and a lot of difficulties and barriers when it comes to discovering calling, discovering who you are. And I think because, as I said earlier, I think we all look at other people and we think, I would like to be like that person, or I would like to have that role. Or, for me specifically, it was, why am I leading? Why am I the one that, has to deal with the difficult things, for instance, when it comes to Camp All-American, and yet not minding that, and just why did God create me that way? And I think also just as a woman, understanding in our Christian circles. Why is it that I'm a leader? And but I think that's the beautiful part about it, is that he's just given me the confidence through that struggle and through that discovery, recognizing that he promises to equip whom he calls.
What would you say to other people who are on the journey of discovering who God has created them to be?
I would say to people who are on that journey discovering who God's created them to be that keep pursuing, keep praying through and looking into what has God created you uniquely, specifically to do, because he has given you a purpose in your life. And it's an amazing process, and it's so freeing to get to the place where you recognize that this is who I am. And it gives us the ability to say yes to the things that we know we're created to do, and no to those things that we wouldn't be best suited for, and that there is actually someone else who is suited for that. So it's just a freeing process, and enables us to go about our work with such joy and passion. Not that there's not going to be difficulties and problems, there are, but you're also created to be able to deal with those problems, and when things do get hard and do get difficult, knowing that you're called to something is the only thing that will enable you to continue on the task that he's called you to do.
What are you still learning?
I'm still learning about what he has for me every single day. I'm still learning about what is part of my personality profile and what is sin in my life. I go to the cross and say, okay, these are things that aren't necessarily okay just because this is your profile. He needs to continue to shave off the rough edges of my life. I'm still learning about how to continue to determine what that calling is and how it's refined, and how does he call us to new things. And it's just an incredible process that we want to continue to be in his will. So I'm also learning about how to train others, how to determine their calling. And I guess I really want for men and women to be as excited about what God's called them to do as I'm excited about what he's called me to do. And it makes life, there isn't anything like it. I don't think that really answered that question. I don't know, but.
Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah. Anything else you think? All right. Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that was it.